All right. That was inspiring. Did you guys learn anything from that? That was some very eloquent speaking. That was very beautiful. That was entertaining. We have Irina Litchfield that's going to come up. She says she's going to do her thing. She goes, "You don't even have to tell what's going to happen. It's just going to be beautiful." Oh, look at this. Oh, already beautiful. She's coming up. She's going to say something really beautiful, and I know it. Yes.
Yes, thank you.
So remember, we have. I mean, we perform. There was performances here till 11 p.m. last night. We're gonna have a lot of beautiful musicians, Samuel J. and so many other beautiful people are gonna come up and perform after this. But right now, let's get some knowledge, let's get some wisdom, let's get some uploads. All right, here you go.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And such a pleasure to meet all of you guys here. It's just amazing to hear all of the messaging and all of the story, and really empowering, understanding that it really is our reality. And so as I was thinking about what is that I want to share with you today, I thought that I wanted to share with you a little bit of my story. And my story began 2 years ago, okay? Now, I'm a 41-year-old woman, and my story began 2 years ago. Why? Because until then, I did not know where I come from. I only knew about my grandmother, and only a couple times has she talked to me about her mom and her dad. Only one time, and the stories she shared were terrible. And so I came from understanding that I come from a dirt because they had to dig dirt holes to survive after the revolution, after the idealism came in and the destruction in Russia came to our soil. My family on both sides was completely destroyed. And so for years I've been searching, and there's this voice in the head that you have that says, you know what, you're not nothing. You have a story, and that story and your ancestors are in your blood, and your story matters, and the power you have inside of you is the power of generations, and that message is there. And so 2 years ago I found out of where I come from, and it was the most empowering thing for me. And what I learned is that what matters is that we embrace our individuality. We each embrace our independence. And because we can do that for ourselves, if we can allow ourselves to be truly independent, to be truly free, we then can understand that we must unite. And the reality that we are here to build today, the reality that we all are here seeking, and people that are watching us are also seeking it, and people that are not ready to hear the message, they are also ready for us taking control, taking responsibility for the words and for actions that we're taking every single day, and building that reality. You know, in last year, about this time, when Brock Pierce announced his that he's running for president, what was really obvious to me is that neither one of the parties have addressed people in the mission that how do they want to solve the world. It seemed that we are now in this reality that is so obvious, to where all there is this porridge of garbage, and what I call is caca, okay? All this caca messaging, and now Brock Pierce came out and he started connecting with people from state to state, clearly communicating his message, and truly connecting with people, connecting through your social media, being available for meeting with people in person, and really is saying, you know what, there are other voices in America, there are other voices that need to be heard, and in order for us to live in a free world, how I received it was we must unite together. And so I voted for Brock. I wrote him in Texas. We could write it in. I know Megan also voted for him. My husband voted for him. My brother-in-law voted for him. Unfortunately, my family are not citizens yet. Well, they are actually, so they didn't get to participate in the freedom. But it was encouraging to see the stamina, and that to see that there is a person who is standing up there and who says, you know what, I will put myself through this transparency, and I will make sure that the voice of people that I hear all over the world, and especially in our country, I will stand up for it. And to me, that's amazing. And so I want to encourage each of you to think about diversity. You know, people think about diversity and we think about color and sex and all of that, but we need to truly embrace the diversity by allowing third party to participate in debate, because that's the true independence and that's true embracement of what independence should be and what real debates are. We need to hear messages. I want to hear every single message that there is in the world. And I think that it's time. Time is now, and we must allow ourselves for it to come faster, because we do not have a lot of time on our hands. We have less than 50 years of topsoil on our planet. If we don't change things in the next 4 or 5 years, excuse my language, we are fucked, okay? And I apologize if this is not political, you know, got emotional. But the time is now, and we have to take steps. We have to take steps by really supporting those leaders that definitely move forward and say, I am here, I will serve, and I want to empower other independent candidates to come forward, because we as a nation can do this. We can democratize opportunities, we can democratize investments, we will democratize space, and we will make sure that we show the world true unity. United, guys, we stand. And that's all I have to say.